Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today I should be building the T-14 Armata tank in Minecraft. So, today I am building this thing. It is the most recent Russian tank, the T-14, called the Armata, and this thing is probably currently the most advanced modern tank in the world. It is very interesting. I was reading up on this thing a bit, and it is really cool. So built it here. Obviously, as most of my other tanks, it is not up to scale. Unlike most of my other vehicles, I built my tanks a bit larger because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit enough detail on them to basically tell them apart. So we got this thing here. It's got quite a distinctive shape to it. It's got an interesting turret. I'll talk about the turret a bit later, but otherwise it looks kind of standard, I guess, just like any other modern tank, like the Leclerc here or any of the other ones. So anyway, this thing, as I said before, it is very modern. It has just been introduced quite recently. The Russians don't have a lot of them already. They have, I believe, like maybe a bit more than 100, and it is very interesting because it is quite different in function than many of the previous tanks. What I mean by that is mostly the turret. First of all, the tank is only crewed by 3 people, so only a crew of 3, and all of the 3 crewmen are stationed in the hull, in the bottom part of the tank. So unlike all of the tanks before this thing, where you usually have some soldiers, some crewmen stationed in the turret also, this thing doesn't have any, and the reason that in older designs they had to have soldiers stationed in the turret is that, of course, you need some people in the turret to work it. So basically, you would have a loader, most commonly, and then you would have a commander of the tank or a gunner at the top. It varies depending on which country and what the doctrine is, but you would have like 2 to maybe 3 people in the turret on modern tanks, and doing various stuff. Now, of course, on some of those tanks, the autoloader of the main gun sort of eliminated the loader role a bit, but they still had some people in the turret. On this thing, there is none, as I said before, and that is due to this turret being fully automated, which means, of course, it's got an autoloader, and the sort of machine gun that you can see here on the top is also remotely operated from the hull, which is very cool. You've got some sort of viewing devices here that are also remotely operated, and that means that all of the crew members can be down below, where they are more protected against all of the different weapons on a modern battlefield, and that's pretty much the main reason, I guess. It's just easier to protect crew members in the hull of the tank rather than in the turret. So that's pretty much that. That's pretty much quite a big innovation, and it's very interesting how they integrated all this new technology into this tank design with all the automation and stuff like that. I found that really cool. So anyway, today we'll be building this thing, and I think we should just start, and I'll maybe talk a little bit more about it as we do build it. Alright, so I believe I'm gonna build it like right here, right next here, and we're gonna start with the tracks as usual. So we have a row of wheels going down the middle here, and then we have some black concrete blocks here to represent the tracks, like so. And then we have the power wheels are at the back, so I just add a thingy to them, an item frame that just goes on the back here. And then we have, of course, another track right next to this one, 3 blocks apart to be precise, and it's exactly the same, obviously. And then we have some black concrete on this one as well. That's nice. And an item frame there. There we go. And then I'm gonna build the rest out of gray concrete. So we've got a row going down here. There we go. And then we're gonna have some stone slabs on the bottom here and here. You can also just fill this in, fill it like that with stone slabs. I'm just not gonna do that because nobody can really see that. And then we have the gray concrete right here as well. And then we have a row of slabs right there. So we have this front bit here, and then on top of those slabs we've got some gray carpet, just like so. And then I can pretty much fill this in with blocks. We're gonna build over most of this anyway, but just to have a nice area to build on. And then we're gonna have some more slabs on the front here. We're gonna have 2 rows right there, and then we're gonna have some covering the front of the tracks, and then we have this area a bit lower there, and that's pretty much our front of the tank. I've got some item frames here for the lights. They fit in quite nicely, so I decided to put some on there. There we go. And then we have the rest of this is gonna be another row of blocks, just like so, and we're just gonna fill this in, and then we're gonna add some detail a bit later. So just fill that like that, like so. And then on the back we've got another row of stone slabs. There we go. Or actually, you can have stone slabs, but I decided to go for stone brick stairs here instead, just to make it look a bit different than the front. And this is pretty much our tank hull. It doesn't look like much currently, so we're gonna add a nice turret. But before we do that, I'm gonna add some stuff to this bit. So we've got some radiator grilles here and here, and then we've got some railings on the sides here. There we go. They go slightly past the end there, and the same on the other side. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna have some of these wooden trapdoors. They're gonna go on the side right there, and we're gonna add another iron bar to the side there, extend it a bit more, and of course we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. There we go. So that's pretty much our hull. Not very complex at all. And now we're gonna do the turret. So the turret body is quite small. As I said before, there doesn't need to be a whole bunch of room inside of the turret, because nobody's stationed there, so they could make it much smaller, and that's beneficial as well. You don't have to rotate as much mass, which means it's probably a bit faster, and also it's just a bit cleaner looking. So anyway, we've got the front of the turret. It's gonna start right here. We're gonna make it 3 blocks wide, and then we're gonna go and have another row there, and then we're gonna have some stone brick stairs upside down here and there, and we're gonna have some slabs on the back there. We're gonna have some blocks and some more slabs like so. Okay, and then that's pretty much our bottom of the turret, and then we're gonna add the top, so we're just gonna add some more slabs, and then we're gonna add the barrel of the gun. It just goes out from the front here. There we go. And obviously I could add another item frame to it. There we go. Okay, and then we have a couple of things on top of the turret. So we have the viewing port thingy on the side there, and then we have the automated machine gun turret that goes slightly to the side of that, and we have a stone slab on top of that with an end rod machine gun barrel. There we go. That's pretty much that. We've got a small antenna here at the rear, and I believe that's pretty much it. We also have a viewing port on the side here of the turret. This one is probably for the gunner, and I think that's pretty much it. So it's quite a simple design, and quite effective. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this tank. A very cool thing. I believe that other world powers are scrambling to build a modern tank capable as this thing as I speak, probably, and I'm sure in the couple of years they will introduce some more cool new modern tanks just like this one. I'm not sure about, I'm not an expert on the armor, so I don't really know, but I believe that this thing has some kind of weird experimental armor on it that is not fully sort of public and well known about, but that just sort of puts it into this cloud of mysteriousness. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did so, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos. As you can see, I have built quite a number of tanks here, a lot of modern ones, but also a whole bunch of older designs. So anyway, if you like this one, you can check those out, and maybe you like some of those as well. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.